klystron power supply. This will be useful for generating your microwave signal. Along with this klystron power supply, the klystron, again this is the klystron, this will be mounted on the klystron mount. So this is the klystron to useful for generating your microwave signal. So the power supply will be provided by the klystron power supply, and this is the klystron. So after this klystron, already I have told, so you should always place your isolator in order to avoid this signal reflection again back to the signal source. Okay, so this is some procedures you have to follow when switch on the klystron power supply. So initially what you have to do, this is the main power supply, and this you have to switch it on. So before switch on, you have to ensure that all the knobs should be at the minimum position. So your knob, this is the modulation, so continuous wave AM, FM, and this is your external. So it should be initially at the CW position. And amplitude, this is useful for adjusting your amplitude and frequency. So amplitude knob should be at the minimum position, and the frequency knob is also should be at the minimum position. And meter selection, already I have told, the display that will be useful for displaying all the repellor voltage, beam voltage and beam current at the same time. So if you have kept the knob here, at that time it will indicate the beam voltage, and if you have kept it knob at the center position, that will indicate the beam current value, and if you are keeping your knob at this position, that will indicate your repellor voltage. And this knob is useful for adjusting your beam voltage value, and this knob will be useful for, you can see the repeller is placed, so this knob is useful for adjusting your repeller voltage values. And HT is useful for generating your heater switch. When it is switched on, then only the filament will get heated and the signals will be generated. So this is the initial, in this initial position, so it should be at the beam voltage value, and this knob should be at the CW, continuous wave, and every knob should be at the minimum position. Beam voltage should be minimum, and repeller voltage should be at the minimum negative value. So we will switch on. So this is the main switch on, and the heater is switched on. Okay, and the beam voltage, initially it is at the value of 204, that should be increased to the value of 230. Okay, and you have to wait for 3 or 5 minutes in order to reach the beam current value to 15 milliamps. Here it will be indicated in the current value in the form of amps, so 0.016. If you are saying in the form of milliamps, then the 16 milliamps, so 15 to 16 milliamps it should be reached, then only the signals will be generated. And this is the repeller voltage, so this should be increased to the value of around minus 270. Okay, and your modulation, now it is switched on to AM. Okay, now you can see the waves in the CRO. Okay, so if it is not generated, we can slightly adjust the amplitude knobs. So amplitude knob, if you are adjusting, then you can able to generate your signals. You can see I am adjusting the amplitude knobs. You can see the difference between the amplitudes. So if I am adjusting the amplitude to the maximum position, the amplitude is increasing, and I am adjusting to the minimum value, then it is decreasing. So now the signals are generated. This is the procedure for switch on the klystron power supply, and you have to wait it for 3 or 5 minutes in order to get the signals generation. And you are ensure that your cooling fan should always be placed towards the klystron. You can see the klystron, the cooling fan gets to towards the klystron. For cooling purpose, always your cooling fan should be placed always towards the klystron. This is your klystron. This is your klystron.